What's up, people? Welcome back, man. Welcome back to CheckDOwn, where we check down on the best available waiver wire pickups of the current week. And if you made it here, if you survived week 6, injuries, quarterbacks being benched, liars, Chargers, you guys lied to us, bro. Really, Haskins? But Vidal starts. Thank you, thank you, thank you, the Chargers. But look, first a word from our sponsor. Football is money. Whether you're a diehard fan, fantasy manager, or just in it for the drama, we're here every week to bring you the action and analysis you crave. Plus, don't miss a beat. Follow Football is Money on all social platforms for extra updates and live game insights. Join the team, subscribe today, and let's make every game count on Football is Money. FootballisMoney.com. If you're looking for parlay help, fantasy help, or you just want to know what the tickets are or the over and unders of a game, Football is Money where you need to be. They Call Me Boss is the host over there. Podcast every week. Dedicated. Go over there and check them out, man. It's my partner in sponsorship. All right, on to our show. So, as I was saying, man, there's been a lot of things going on. A lot of things that, we care about, but we fail to mention, right? But as far as Joe Flacco going to, Cincinnati to, be there before Burrow gets back, and he's like I guess he's the savior of that city at this point to get them to the Super Bowl. I don't dig it. You know what I mean? I don't understand that trade 100%, but that's a whole nother story, bro, in its own, Let's get straight to the waiver wires, all right? So let's start off, with someone that I've been looking at for a while, someone that I feel like a lot of people have slept on. And just a disclaimer, if you're on this right now, watching this live, just know that these are not individuals, right, that you need to be dependent on. Some of them are, most of them aren't. If you are on here and you're looking for someone on this list to start, that means you're desperate. You're at the bottom of the barrel. So these are the most, I guess, consistent players that you can probably count on going forward, you know what I'm saying? But if you are here, man, it's tough out there, dog. I mean, you survived, right? But it's tough, dog. So I'm going to go to Indianapolis, and I'm going to holler at my man Josh Downs, man. Josh Downs has 40 fantasy points, going over a span of 6 weeks. He's been quiet. Pittman's been getting a lot of it, and the young rookie Hayden has been getting a lot of targets. But Josh Downs has been emerging as someone who is dependable when it comes to deep ball threats for the Daniel Jones. And I feel like going on in the future, I feel like getting him as a backup to Pittman, would be smart, simply as a soft stash in case anything goes wrong with Pittman. Because as you saw last week, Josh Downs looked great, Don't pass up on Josh Downs, man. If you need him. If you don't, man, pass him up, bro. That's my advice to you, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be too... Listen, man, your lineup has to warrant for these people. Don't just pick them up and throw them in there and plug and play. No, that's not what I'm saying, all right? But like I said, Josh Downs, Indianapolis, man. Next up, bro, somebody, I feel like my boy Mayday has been, targeting a lot. And I've been looking at him for a while too, but I just haven't really said nothing because he has a weird name. So I'm like, I don't think I want a dude named Booty on my, on my starting list. But I'll put that Booty on there. Pause. You feel me? I'll put him straight on there and I'll start him this week. Matter of fact, I'll start him, bro. Keyshawn Booty has 57.10 fantasy points, man. And he's like I would say the number one receiver on that team, but you can make an argument about Stephon Diggs. But me personally, I think Booty is the bigger target. Pause. And being so, he will have more opportunities. And since he's healthy now and he's playing with a lot of confidence, not dropping balls, and pretty much has a streamlined focus to that end zone. And he's playing with a chip on his shoulder, and I love it, man. I love to see it. Him and Daniel Jones connecting on a lot of plays last week, dude. That's pretty much what got him his 57.10 fantasy points, man. If he's on the waiver wire and you're looking at him and you have the same thoughts in your head, like, nah, I don't want somebody named Booty on my team, then shame on you. Go pick that booty up. Pause. Next, on to the next one, man. We're going straight over to go holla at my man Cameron Johnson. Now, calm down. I know y'all saying like Cameron Johnson, huh? How you gonna say Cameron Johnson? Ain't Sterling Shepard over there? You right, he is over there. But Cameron Johnson was targeted in deep pass threats, right? Sterling Shepard is more of a slot receiver. You feel me? He's like crossing the paths, really. He's not one of those receivers that, you know what I'm saying, you're going to count on every game to go off, right? But this guy, Cameron Johnson, right? I mean, with no Mbuka, no Mike Evans, no Godwin, I feel like both Sterling Shepard and Cameron Johnson would be ideal pickups for that Buccaneers offense, because Baker Mayfield is having an MVP type of season and he has to throw the ball to somebody, right? So the people that he has to trust on would have to be Cameron Johnson and Sterling Shepard. The running back game is like a committee type of situation. All of those committee running backs do indeed know how to catch balls as well. Pause. But for the long picture, for the bigger picture, to replace your receivers in Tampa Bay, because I feel like even though Mbuka, Evans, and Godwin are not there and they're prolific receivers, I still feel like that boy Mayfield is going to go off, bro. I'm sorry, man. MVP caliber season. He's been eating nonstop. Baker Mayfield is being slept on really deeply in the league yet again, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's a problem in so many shapes and form. If he performs, right, this weekend with Cameron Johnson and Sterling Shepard, right, on this roster, and he goes off as if Mike Evans and Mbuka are there, then, dude, go ahead and get this man a trophy. Like, seriously, Baker Mayfield for MVP. He's putting everybody on notice to who he is and what he's about, dude. And he plays like a dog. He has the heart of a dog, dude. And you can't just overlook that, right? So, as a result, you can't just overlook these two wide receivers right here, Sterling Shepard and Cameron Johnson, man. You got to lock those players in, lock them in, and play them, bro. Either one of them, I would feel. Some people would argue Shepard over Johnson. Some people would offer Johnson over Shepard. I feel like if the whole wide receiver core is injured, both are going to eat. You see what I'm saying? You want the guaranteed points, right? He's going to give you the guaranteed points, Baker Mayfield, not only to these wide receivers, but to these running backs. Watch. It's going to be a great game, man. Believe in Baker, man. He's no cowboy, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Romo, matter of fact. But I mess with, you know what I'm saying? I mess with Baker Mayfield on the cool, real talk. All right, moving on, man. Controversy pick, but you know I am a Dallas Cowboy fan. They're my guys. So I got to have my boy running back Jaden Blue. Now, I know y'all see 0.70 rushing all-purpose fantasy points, okay? But simmer down, okay? I feel like your boy Javonte Williams is on the decline. You feel me? I feel like the first part of the season, yeah, he had a lot of energy. He was running over people. He was prolific. He was doing what he needed to do to get in that end zone. But now, if you've been watching the games, the elephant in the room is my boy Rico Dowdle returning to Dallas, right? He returns to Dallas, right? And he runs for 200 all-purpose yards. My boy Javonte Williams barely scratched the surface of 50 yards. You see what I'm saying? And the Panthers, their run defense, it, you know, it has elevated from last year, but not that much, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if my man was tired, if he was playing hurt, if something's going on in his head. I have no idea. But what I do know is Jadon Blue is a hungry rookie who is looking at them on the sideline like, man, when am I going to get my chance? He got his chance a couple of times, but with, limited carries, you can do limited production. I mean, could he blast off for an explosive play here and there? Yeah, but he's a rookie. He's still learning. And I feel like he's going to have an opportunity to learn a little faster in a committee type of situation if your boy Javonte Williams doesn't get it together. So Jadon Blue, stash that man. I'm going to say this one more time because I don't want like next week or 2 weeks from now. Like I told y'all Rico Dowdle 2 weeks ago, put him in every week. Have y'all been doing that? Listen, Jadon Blue, put this man on your bench. Put him on your bench. Put him on your bench and just wait. Don't look at him. Just act like he's just like a super player or something, right? Just stash him. Stash him, man. You'll never know what happens in fantasy, especially with running backs. Straight up. All right, man. We're going to go all over, right, to the last little. Hold on. Hold on, man. Nah. Hold on, man. I'm sorry, guys. But we got to go on to the stash of the weekie. You feel me? We can't, you know what I'm saying? And listen, man, before I even put this person on here, like, calm down, all right? Just calm down, bro, all right? Y'all see him right there. He lurking, man. So, my stash of the week, man, and y'all better pay attention to this man. It's not Jalen Coker, by the way. Messed it up. But Christian Williams plays for the Green Bay Stackers. You feel me? Pick that man up and stash him, bro. He's been practicing. He was seen practicing just yesterday, bro. Just yesterday. And Matthew Golden and I know he's a rookie who was there to take his place. His time is over, bro. He now moves to the fourth receiver. That's what I believe. Because with his limited opportunities, he has not provided for anything that makes me feel like he should start over my guy. You feel me? Christian Watson. And I'm not even going to disrespect Christian Watson in the fact that he is going on a veteran stint now, right? I wouldn't call him all the way a veteran. I don't think he's been there for, I don't know exactly how many years he's been there, but Christian Watson is off of injured reserve, I'm going to say by the end of next week. So by week 7, he'll be back and he'll be ready and in action. So that's my stash of the week, baby. So, all right, man, that's the end of the show, Doc. I mean, I had to get out of here real fast. I just had to get these to you. Again, if you are depending on any of these people that I just named, shame on you. Your season is probably over. But these are the best available picks on the waiver wire as of today, as of Thursday. You know what I mean? So go out there, see if they're available. If you're going through injuries, if you're going through coaching change, or just liars. Just liars like the Chargers that lie and say they're starting somebody and they don't start them. It costs you your fantasy game. And I'm going to blame it on them, bro, because if I would have known the information, I would have grabbed Vidal. But that's cool, man. I got had. And you probably got had too. But that's a whole nother story. If you guys look at the Money Down, which me and They Call Me Boss recorded last week, we went over a lot of things that are coming up this week. This is just simply waiver wire ads. Short video. Make sure you share this. Make sure you like this. You know what I'm saying? And until next time, you feel me? Check down. Are you down to check it out? Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. No, I'm playing. See y'all later, man. Peace.